tonight, poised with mirth and song, let melody flow.
I see him as the kind of the heart and soul of the whole institution here. You know, he's been here a long, long time, and he's sort of it. He's sort of, I would say Mr. USF, but he's a priest, so he's Father USF, I guess.
You speak of USF, the first thing they ask, there's two people they ask. He says, well, do you know Bill Russell or do you know Father Lowe?
He's a son of San Francisco. I mean, when you think of Father Lo Schiavo, you think of San Francisco, and I think when you think of San Francisco, you think of Father Lowe. The influence and the impact that he's had on this city has been tremendous. The values that he has instilled in so many people and lives that he has touched.
But I arrived on the campus in the fall of 1956, and I got myself a job waiting on tables at the Jesuit faculty house. I think it's fair to say that I probably served Father Lowe his evening meal for every night of both semesters that year. And I always remember how gracious and kind he was to me, and he always just seemed to want to know how I was doing. And I never had a class from Father Lowe, but I always wished that I had.
You know, I have this photo I brought along. This is my when from the School of Education I received that doctorate. I say our doctorate because the wife worked on it just as hard. So we had this down in our study. This is a picture of Father Lowe as I received my doctorate degree, and so this is in our study. So this just shows you the admiration and love that we have for him.
He was probably one of the first people I met when I was a freshman here at USF. And throughout my 4 years as a student athlete, he was very visible at my games. When I broke the scoring record, he was there at half court presenting me, with an award. When it came time for me to get married, there was only one priest that I would want to do that ceremony, and that was Father Lo Schiavo.
Father Lowe, for us, you are an integral part of how we feel about USF. You are our connection, is he not?
He is,
to
absolutely.
Our life as students and how we were students here, and how long ago has that been?
45 years, and we still feel connected to the university.
Father Lo Schiavo has been both, as you know, the president of USF and also the chancellor. And as chancellors, one of his duties is fundraising. And this is really kind of amusing to me because Father Lo Schiavo, in his heart of hearts, hates to ask people for money. And he will call me every once in a while and he'll say, Marcia, do you think we could have lunch, or could we have dinner, or how about a basketball game? Now, he's a basketball fan. I'm not particularly a basketball fan, but I have attended some basketball games with Father Lo Schiavo. And he'll call and say, you know why I'm calling? And I'll say, oh, yes, Father, I know why you're calling. You don't have to ask. Oh, thank you. Okay, that's fine. We'll go have dinner or lunch or whatever it is. He's very relieved at that kind of thing.
John is a Republican moderate, and I'm a liberal Democrat, so it can get extremely lively, and we never do change each other's mind, but it's exhilarating this all the same. And I'm very delighted by this friendship, and it's keeping us both youthful, I hope.
I think of how lucky I am that our paths have crossed. I think of how he's influenced my life in ways he has no idea.
I think my most favorite moment with Father Lowe took place in April of 2004, and the university staged a grand tribute at the St. Francis Hotel for him. Somebody called me up and said, do you think you could get together your singing group that sang back in the 60s on campus and bring them to the dinner and sing a couple of songs for Father Lowe?
Boys with mirth and song, let melody flow, wherever we go.
And I will never forget walking on that stage and looking down at the head table where Father Lowe was. It clearly was a surprise that we were there. His face was lit up like the sun coming up in the morning. It was just absolutely wonderful to look out and see that he was so pleased to see us. And I know all of the guys saw him at that moment, and it made it very special to us that we were able to do perhaps something special for him.
Well, I think of a consummate gentleman.
Kind.
Kind.
Loyal.
He's a very fine man.
He's the kind of guy who talks to you. You want to believe what he says. He looks like a person who means what he says.
Very, very smart.
He can make you feel like he has your full attention, or you have his full attention, and that what you're talking about is the most important thing, and that he values it.
Smart.
Someone that gives wise counsel, thoughtful.
Wit.
Has an ability to look through things to see exactly where something is going and how it should go there and what path it should take.
He stands above all when it comes to integrity.
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 Principled.
Energetic.
Engaging.
Enthusiasm for students.
Has a good sense of humor.
He has a very wry sense of humor that I've always enjoyed.
And I would say a very holy person.
He's humble. He always says something in Italian before he listens to food.
He's been a very good friend.
His love is unconditional.
I think of a USF icon.
Yeah, definitely USF icon.
I think he's been a fantastic asset to USF.
So he's a San Francisco guy, and he's a very good, strong leader, I think.
A genuine leader.
And he's someone that's not afraid to make a hard decision.
That's for sure.
And that's a good leader.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine USF without Father Lowe.
He certainly does a marvelous job for USF in his position as Chancellor, and the school should be very, very proud to have him there. And I'm very, very proud to say that he's my friend.